Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the guitar lesson for Plini's song Heart, Part 2. So in part 1, we are picking it up on the A string with a slide from 5 to 7 and then a hammer on to 9 and 10 on the A string. And we're doing that while palm muting those notes. Okay, so the slide with hammer on looks like this. Right, so you pick it once, slide with your index, and then hammer on with the rest of your fingers. From there, moving on to the D string 9, we're playing the following notes. That's 9 with our ring finger on the D string, palm muted. Then we're hammering on from 7 to 9 with our index and ring finger on the G. And then moving on to the B string, hammering on 7 to 8. And then playing 9 on the G on top of that. And then we have the following bit. Basically, we end on the 9 on the G, and we have our pinky free to play 10 on the high E, and then 8 with our index finger or middle finger on the E string. From there, we're going to slide into 10 and do the following. Legato. So that's sliding into 10, pulling off 9, 8, sliding to 6. And then hammering on back to 8. Then we're playing the following notes. That's 5, 6, 7, one note on each string, E, B, and G. Then we're sliding into the B string, 8, playing 8, 6, 5. Then 7 on the G, back to 5 on the B. Then we're adding a bar to the 6th fret starting on the G string, B, and E. We're playing the following. So that's basically 6, 6, G and B, and then adding on the high E8. And then a little bit of a vibrato. Right here, the notes that we're playing are only on the B and E string. It's a very melodic and fun section. Playing first high E string 15, bouncing that off to 12, then to 14. And that's 12 on the B, so E, B, E. From there we have the following. That's basically E string 12, go to 15 on the B, and then play 13 on the high E and 15, let it ring, and then shift with your index onto 11 and then 15 and let it ring. And add a little bit of vibrato to the B string at the end. Then we have the same pattern, except this time we're starting on the 13 on high E. In this section, we're starting off on the D string, 9-12, then playing 9-12 on the G. And that's basically palm muting the first two notes, or the first three notes I should say, and then 12 on the G string vibrato, go back to 9. And then we have the following section. that's basically starting off on the B string with a bend on the 10, and then 8. Then you slide from 9 to 11, play 8, 10, and then slide back 9 to 11. From there we have the following section. That's basically starting off on the G string 7, and then we have 9, 7, 5 on the D string, palm muted. Then we have 7, 5, 7 on the A string, palm muted. Then we have 5 on the D string, and then 7 on the A string. Then we have scratching the strings twice, dead notes. Then we have a hammer on from 7 to 9 on the D, and then go to the A string, 10, 12. Here we have a short little pentatonic lick. We're starting off on the D string. That's basically the pattern 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 14. So first we have a pentatonic burst starting off on the A string 12, 14, and then D string 12, 14. Then on the G we're starting off with the legato hammer-ons. And then we go back to the D string, same notes, 12, 14 hammer-on. D string the same. B string 12, 15. High E string 12, 14, and then we have 15 right on top on the B. Then we have the following section. Here we are initiating a short little sweep, starting off with barring the 12th note on the B and E string with our ring finger. The sweep starts on the high E12, go to B string 12, then with our middle finger on the 14 G string. That leaves our ring finger free to slide from 15 to 17. Now we have the last section for this lesson. It is the coolest bit in the song, I would say, and also technically speaking, very interesting and fun. We're starting off, basically this part consists of 2 sweeping sections and legato. Let's take a look. First, we're starting off on the high E string, pulling off from 17 to 14 with our pinky and our index finger. Then we're sweeping upwards, B string 15, and then on the G string 14. Looks like this. From that 14 we have the following section. So we're sliding from 14 to 12. Then we're going back to the B string, pulling off 15 to 12. Then we go with our pinky on the 14 on the G string back, and then pulling off 14, 12, 11. And then back to 12, pull off 11. And that's the legato part. Okay, from there we have the following section. There we have another little sweep and legato. So that would be, we're ending right off here on the pull off from 12 to 11. We sweep upwards, 12 on the D, 14 on the A, and then we pull off legato, 14 to 12, 12 to 10, and then with our ring finger on the low E string, pull off 12 to 10. From that 12, so we pulled off on the low E string 12 to 10, then we go back to 12, vibrato, 10 on the A string, and then we're playing the following. Alright, so 12 on the low E and then A string 10, a little dead note, then we slide from 12 to 14 on the A string, then we hammer on 12 to 14 on the D, 12 on the G, then we slide from 14 to 16 on the G, play 15 on the B, go to 12, go to 10, then we hammer on 10 to 11 on the G, play 12, go back to the B string 10, and then again 10, 11, hammer on the B string. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to shred that like button to bits. If you have any questions regarding this lesson or any other lessons, please leave them in the comments section below. If you want to support my content, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you all again next time. Peace out.